Hey, it's Nichole Kellerman-Worth, founder and creator of WildlyAliveWeightLoss.com. From body image, spirituality, beliefs, money, and movement, to relationships, motherhood, creativity, sisterhood, and mindset, Wildly Alive Weight Loss is a place to come for practical advice and real stories on how to create a lifestyle you adore and a body you feel proud of. Okay, the power of pleasure when trying to lose weight. So with all the classes within the Immersion program, I really want to keep it in the back of our mind that we want to make this fun. And this is actually a really, really fun class. I mean, sometimes we talk about some nutrition things. It's like, okay, how can you make this fun? And we have to kind of think about it, but we want to make it fun. Something else that I would really encourage you to do, and I know you're not completely, if you're new to me, you might not know what this is, but I want you to recognize as you are going through this workshop is if there's a limiting belief. So a limiting belief is like a belief that limits you, okay? But another example of this is, say I'm talking about exercise and I'm saying, you know, I work out in the morning and that works best for me. A limiting belief can come up and say, well, I can't work out in the morning, so I can't work out. Do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like an excuse. So an excuse is kind of a bad way to put it. But when you have those pop up into your mind, I want you to comment below because this will be really, really good. And this is a pivotal part of this workshop is we're going to go back through and we're going to address them because sometimes we just have to address them and talk them through and they will reshift and they will clear, honestly. So as you're going through the workshop, again, and an excuse pops into your mind, you can even say limiting belief coming up and then write your limiting belief, or LB, and then write your limiting belief. Because the truth is that you all are going to have very similar limiting beliefs, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But those limiting beliefs is what's causing you to self-sabotage. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you can't say no to sugar. It's not because you don't have any willpower. It's not because you're a type B person and you really love to read. That's not why. It's because you subconsciously have beliefs that are limiting you, that your mind is wired. And so when we shed light on them and we're aware of them, that's the first step to change. And then when we can scroll through the comments and we can talk it through, it helps really diminish and clear that limiting belief. So then you want to move your body more or you want to eat healthy more. That's how a lot of Wildly Alive weight loss works, is like clearing a lot of those subconscious programming. It's a fancy way of putting it. It's really not that complicated. So you naturally want to take care of yourself because the truth is that your body wants to be healthy. We are intrinsically designed to move on a regular basis. We're designed to eat foods from Mother Earth. And so if we can clear those limiting beliefs, you're going to naturally gravitate towards self-care and self-love. That's what's so cool. So comment your limiting belief as it comes up. And be sure to take action, which we have awakening activities. I have a fun little worksheet for you at the end of this workshop, and it's going to be really, really great. Okay, so we're going to skip the visualization. Usually at the beginning of the class we'll do a quick visualization, but I just really kind of want to get into it because I didn't quite time out this class, and I don't want to take longer than an hour for sure. I respect your guys' time. So we're going to talk about pleasure. We're going to talk about the queen of pleasure, and the queen of pleasure is Mama Gena. So Mama Gena has a book called The School of Womanly Arts. She is an amazing woman. So how we're going to kick off this class is we're going to watch a video clip of her talk about flirting. Yes, flirting. Okay, so I'm going to move over to this clip really quick.
The arts at the beginning of this video, and the art I've chosen is one that most women overlook.
Okay.
I'm going to take you deep inside the womanly art of flirtation. This is a much misunderstood, much maligned womanly art. Women have no idea of the power that exists for them with the correct application of this art. I mean, who really flirts as a way of life these days? We think, oh, I'm at work. I can't flirt. I have to dial myself down and be more corporate or more professional. Or if I'm in a PTA meeting and I see that none of the other moms are having fun and they're all wearing their baggy, shapeless mommy clothes, I figure, okay, no flirting here. And some women are downright frightened of flirtation because we think, well, I don't know how to flirt, or I'm not pretty enough to flirt, or I'm married now and I can't flirt, not even with my husband. Or maybe if I'm single, I better not flirt because maybe if I flirt, then the guy I'm flirting with is going to think I'm attracted to him and that I owe him something because I flirted with him. Or worse still, what if I flirt and no one wants to flirt with me back? So let me unpack the womanly art of flirtation for you. The first thing you should know is that flirtation is actually a spiritual practice. It's a way of taking care of the world. It's a way of making every place better because you were there. The womanly art of flirtation is the natural resting state for a woman. Flirtation is a way that a woman makes her way in the world with her passion fully engaged. Her light is on, her juices are flowing. Flirtation is about enjoying yourself for no apparent reason other than it's fun to be a woman, and it's fun to have the power and the ability to turn on. Flirtation is nothing more and nothing less than enjoying yourself in the presence of another person. Women were born to flirt. Flirtation is in our DNA. When a woman is flirting, she is saying to the universe that everything is all right with her world. She is in a state of approval of herself and everything around her. Flirtation is living and breathing approval and appreciation. It lightens the spirit, and it's a woman's access to her life force. It's a simple way to be at your most powerful and to have your way with people and to achieve the most fulfilling, enjoyable, spontaneous life possible. Flirtation is a powerful, powerful tool. It's actually a form of activism. Why? Well, when a woman flirts, she's taking others higher. Picture a woman going into the coffee shop, her little joint on the corner in the morning. Her face is down, she's tired, she's cranky, she's annoyed at the line, she's annoyed at the barista, and she's generally disgruntled with her life. What she is like a radiating force of negativity wherever she goes. Now, picture a woman who's flirting, coming into the same coffee shop. She smiles at everyone. She tells the barista how he makes the best coffee in the world and how much she appreciates the way he makes it extra special for her. Now, this woman makes that man feel like a king. And when she leaves, he feels like he knows his place in the world, and the world is beautiful, and he is important. Imagine what happens when you have a woman who flirts with her children. She retains her connection to her divinity and sensuality as she parents her children. And these kids, they love to be in her radiance. Everyone does. Women do not have a single clue of their true power. They are a force of nature in human form. Women can change any no into a yes. They can topple a king and change the destiny of the world. My mother is a big-time flirt. I'm not saying her age, but it's above 70 and below 90, and she has just triumphed. She flirted with the hottest widower in the building, and now she's engaged to her soulmate. My very first appearance on national television was on the Conan O'Brien show. And I was so excited to be invited to go there, and I was so nervous. And I decided the only way I could rock this experience and really enjoy it was to flirt with everyone. So I did. I flirted with the producer. I flirted with the makeup gal, the hair guy, the band, the stagehands, and of course Conan. And I had so much fun, and I did so well that they invited me back to that show 6 times. That's the power of flirtation. So how do you do it? The best way to flirt is to be relaxed and choose to enjoy whatever comes your way. Flirtation isn't about getting a guy to buy you a drink or to ask you out. It has no end game. It is simply a way of fully inhabiting your spirit and taking care of the planet and honoring the divine in everyone. I know you can flirt any no into a yes. You can have your hand precisely on your flirtation dial. You can actually turn it up and turn it down. When you're riding the train late at night, you turn it down. When you walk into a restaurant and you want to turn every head, you turn it up. You always completely approve of yourself, and therefore it's really easy for you to appreciate others. You feel enthusiastic self-love, and that spills over and affects everyone you meet. See, we're raised to think that our personal charms are for the use of men and not for our own pleasure. We think that the sexy part of us is bad or wrong or not the essence of our nature. And when we internalize that message and we get bound up in overwork, we shut down our flirtation skills. Luckily, you can rewire them by focusing on your fun. So, for example, next time you go to a party or a PTA meeting, ask yourself, how can I really enjoy this event? What if I choose to enjoy every single person I meet? Could that be fun? You can begin to think about what would really, really turn you on, and then you'll do it because you know the valuable consequence of being turned on for both you and everyone else. Flirting empowers you. You feel deeply alive. You don't wait for a man to empower you. You're powerful right here and right now. So, I want you to practice the art of flirtation today. I want you to flirt with a puppy.
Okay. That was so good. You can see why I wanted to feature Mama Gena is because she's absolutely amazing. She is so great. And we're really going to be talking about this whole flirting thing right here and right now and really taking action on it. So again, flirting is not in the sexual sense because you know what? You know who is a really big flirt? Is my son, Wyatt. He is the biggest flirt, and he flirts with everybody. Men, women, dogs, everyone. Like, he loves to go to the grocery store. We went to the grocery store today, and he loves to look at people and smile and wave, and it's just a really great reminder of flirting with life, because that's what he's doing. It doesn't, just like Mama Gena said, it does not have an end game. It's just about lighting up the moment and really enjoying it and feeling pleasure in life. And I love how she really dismantled like men and feeling like we only need to flirt around men and they hold the power. You know, again, like it's about us and it's about anything. We can flirt with absolutely anybody or any animal or anything like that. So when you're in a situation and you're not so thrilled about it, just like she was saying, you're in a PTA meeting, ask yourself, how can I make this experience more pleasurable? How can I flirt with this moment? So when we flirt, we feel deeply alive. We do not need a man. We smile. We feel comfortable in our skin. We feel comfortable in the moment. We're relaxed. We feel connected. We feel sensual, we feel radiant, we approve of ourselves, and we have enthusiastic self-love. So all of those things Mama Gena kind of pointed out. And so when you really think about it from a weight loss standpoint as well, is that when you are in a state of relaxation, you really signal to your body that it is okay to release the weight. And so, when we are stressed out and maybe we're in a crappy situation, we're stuck in the grocery store line and we have so much stuff to do, what are we feeling? We're feeling anxiety, we're feeling stressed, and what happens? That kicks up the fight or flight response, and what your body does is it takes any sort of fat that it has and it starts storing it away. It's packing on the pounds. Because again, this whole caveman thing is like our body just perceives stress as like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna starve, or there's like a lion, and it wants to like try to preserve, and so it's storing the fat. And so why not flirt with life, right? I can be a grump just as much as anybody else, to be totally honest. And so like this is a really good reminder for me as well. Again, like I want to make sure that you guys who are here on the Facebook Live, that you're posting your limiting beliefs. So as you're listening to Mama Gena and as you're listening to me now, like what is an excuse or a limiting belief that's coming up in your mind when we talk about flirting, and kind of really channeling that. Yeah, Valerie says she loves Mama Gena. Yes, Wyatt is a happy boy. He is happy until he's not. Okay, so let's talk about flirting. So I created this as an acronym because I really love acronyms. And I created this fun little acronym to remind us about flirting. So F, free your mind. So really letting go of any of the thoughts or any of the stressors that are bringing you down in that moment. So you're standing in that grocery store line. And, well, let's not do the grocery store line because I'm going to talk about a time when I tend to be grumpy. So I tend to get grumpy right around 5 o'clock. Oh, I just realized how white my face is. I'm going to try to fix the lighting really quick. Hold on one second. I don't know if I can fix it. I can't believe how white my face gets at this point. Have to mess with the lighting a little bit. But anyway, when I become a grump is usually around like 5:30 when Zach gets home, and I just feel like I'm tired and I have to make dinner and I still have a lot of stuff that I need to do and I'm just grumpy. So that's my time when I'm grumpy. So in that moment, I'm thinking about all these things I need to do, all the things that I already did, and so it's more about just like letting that go and trying to be present while cooking dinner or going to the grocery store or things like that, because that's usually when I go. L stands for lighten up. So just lighten up. I like that phrase, like stop being so stuffy, just lighten it up, and I like really visualize like a light beaming out of me and like being the light in the room. I engage in this moment. Now I know engage is spelled with an E, but just play with me here. We're flirting with life. So engage in the moment. So really getting present, and a really great way to get yourself present is by engaging your senses. So what do you see? What do you hear? What do you taste? What do you feel? And so like feeling your feet on the ground, feeling my feet on that kitchen floor as I'm cooking dinner. Smelling whatever I'm making. What do I hear? I probably hear a child whining because I do have a whiner. Like again, like Wyatt is cute and happy. He's either like smiling or he's whining. Those are his two sides of the spectrum. So like really getting present, getting my senses engaged, because when I get my senses engaged, then I drop down into the moment and I get out of my head. It's easy to free my mind. R stands for relax. Just relax, sister. Just chill out, just really like relaxing it down. T, transform your experience. So it really just shifts the energy in the whole room. It shifts everything. Something that can really help me flirt and get present is like lighting a candle and turning on music. Those two things, if I'm in a crappy mood, like really just working on my ambiance a little bit, really helps me get into this flirty type energy. So here's what we're going to do right now. I want you all to comment below or think about, if you're on the call, when is the time you're most often grumpy? So again, for me, it's like 5:30 when Zach gets home, and maybe it's because like he's my husband and I feel safe being grumpy around him. But yeah, so think about a time. Maybe it's like lunchtime for you. Maybe it's 2 o'clock for you. Maybe it's morning. Maybe you're just like not a morning person and you're really grumpy. So I want you to comment below with that time that you commonly, maybe it's not every time, but you are commonly grumpy. Okay, so comment below. We're just going to like create some accountability here. And yeah, the end of the day, when I'm tired. I'm often grumpy around the evening. So I want you guys to get a specific time, because we are going to set an alarm in our phones right now to remind us to flirt. We're going to do it right now, live on the call, because I'm all about you taking action, not coming to this workshop and like hearing this information and being like, oh, that was really great, and then not taking any action. Like, I need you to take action, because that's how you find results. So I'm so bummed out about how like washed out my face is. You can't even really see me that well. Okay, so 7:30 p.m., 5:30 a.m. 5:30 a.m., Nikki? Goodness, I would probably be pretty grumpy at that point too. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to open your phone. We're not like gonna check our text messages or anything, but I want you to open your phone, and I want you to go, if you have a smartphone, you're gonna go to clock, which is black, right? I don't even know if you can see that. But you're gonna go to your clock or wherever you set your timers. Okay, and I want you to add a new timer for that time of the day. And I know with most smartphones, you can actually, right now it's like it says alarm, but you can exit that and you can type in what you'd like. If you don't have that option, it's okay. Still set the alarm every single day at that time. But if you do have the option to kind of fill out what the reminder, then I want you to write in flirt. All caps, FLIRT. Now, even if you don't remember this, free your mind, lighten up, engage in this moment, relax, and transform your experience. You can write that down on a sticky note. Or just like seeing that, or like you could say, flirt, sister, exclamation point. Like you have to talk in a way that you would respond to. Sometimes saying to myself, stop being a grump, flirt. Something like that. Calling myself out being grumpy, that would probably get me to wake up. Okay, so I'm just going to write, Nikki, 4:30 a.m.? Whoa, you guys are waking up really early. Like, how do you do it? That's all I gotta say. So I will set mine at like 5:45. So the grump has like really set in. 5:45 p.m. And it's gonna repeat Monday through Friday. I'm just gonna do Monday through Friday. It's gonna repeat Monday through Friday. Save. Okay, so there we go. We are taking action on the flirting. Again, it's really about having fun in this moment. 10 p.m. when the kids are supposed to be in bed and they wake up, Susan says. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let me just get a little drink of water. My microphone / water bottle. Okay, so this month we talked about the food lover concept, and the food lover concept is based in pleasure. It's really about making the eating experience pleasurable. So let's just do a quick little review, and hopefully you guys really did take me up on these challenges of kind of breaking down the food lover concept and just trying one or two of them at a time, because you don't have to be a complete lover. And this is where, in another one of my programs, we actually focused on this as well this month, and it's a graduate program. And some of the women said, I feel like if I don't do them all, that it's just not worth it. And that's really not the case. Like, even if you embody one of these things, it can really help you start shifting your relationship with your food and your body. So L, look at your food, really just getting the senses involved. O, observe what you taste and say thanks, being grateful. So one woman even said that she started praying when she was eating, and how that has really actually been a huge shift for her. So maybe if that's something that you did as a kid or something that really resonates with you, maybe start trying to just do that and seeing if that helps kind of anchor in some of these experiences of really being grateful for the food that we're eating. Because, like, think about it. In, like, Puerto Rico right now, people don't have food. Like, it's crazy. And we have an abundance of it. So you could really take these moments and really feel grateful and get some good perspective. V, venture in. What is your body saying? So really paying attention more of the intuitive eating approach of eating foods that feel good to your body. And so when you eat something, just tune in. How does it feel? How does it feel 20 minutes later? Feel gassy? You feel good. Eliminate distractions internally and externally. So turn off the phone, turn off the screen, really try to get present. Like if you want to read, I think that's fine. I really don't see reading, as long as you're like not reading the news, because that's invoking a lot of stress in your system usually. Turning those off, and also turning off the commentary in your mind of like, I gotta do this and I gotta do this, and what am I eating? Why am I eating this? Blah, blah, blah. This is gonna make me fat. Blah, blah, blah. Like just really trying to, again, get present. R, rest your fork and breathe. So getting your breath involved is so powerful from a physiological standpoint, and like the breaking down of your food and the digestive process, but also from a presence standpoint. Like that's what meditation is all about. Just focus on your breath. Just focus on your breath. Just focus on your breath. So if you just breathe while you eat, it can be huge. I told my ladies, if you're in a state of chaos, kids are running around, you have all these deadlines going on, it's just crazy. The two things I want you to do is look and breathe. Look and breathe. Look and breathe. That's it. Doing just those two things can seriously shift how your body responds to that food, the fight or flight response, really getting you present, all of those things. And so also I wanted to mention that being a food lover does also have to do with ambiance. So think of flowers, candles, incense, music. Think pleasure, okay? Buy yourself flowers. I bought myself some flowers today. I buy myself flowers every week. What am I talking about? I always have candles. I always have incense, music, turning on some good, kind of chill music, not music with words. That really relaxes me. So just tune into that, and that can really get you present in being a food lover as well. So here's what I want you guys to do. This right here, see this on the screen, in the comments below. So those of you on the phone, this is where it's a little more interactive, but you can do this, just write this down on a piece of paper if you're listening over the phone. So I want you to do this in the comment section now. I want you to, don't press enter. I just want you to do 1 through 9. And how you get it to enter down like that is press shift enter. And you can have it down vertically like that. If that's too confusing, then do this or at the bottom and just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 across. Okay, so do that right now. You're not going to hit enter, but we're going to go through. I'm going to give you 2 seconds to do that really quickly, and then we're going to go through and I'm going to talk about this 1 through 9, and you're going to rate some things in those boxes. Just going to see if I can maybe fix this. Hold on. I don't know if that's going to not look good. So just hold on, let me just check out my, okay, looks like my face isn't quite as washed out. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Before we get into rating it, I just want to tell you guys that this is a safe place. All the sisters that are here are safe. We do not hold any judgment. I do not hold any judgment at all. And the whole reason why this is hosted in the playground group and not on my Facebook page is because this is a safe place and I want you guys to feel safe voicing how you truly feel and your truth. So I'm going to ask you to rate some things, and I'm just asking you to be completely honest. No one's going to be going through and being like, oh, she got a this on this, but I just really want you to be able to be honest with yourself during this rating, okay? I figured that was going to happen, Talia, that I'd get some 1, 2, 3s in there. So yeah, just be careful hitting enter. I don't want you to hit enter yet. We're going to rate these all 1 through 9, and then you will hit enter at the very end. So this is called the food lover effect. This is something that I've been teaching for a long time, and I will tell you every time I teach it, it really, really hits close to home with a lot of women. So I don't want this to bring up any shame. Again, I just want this to be an opportunity to shine some light on some darker areas so we can clean them up and we can move forward, okay? There's no, this is not a time to let Helga come in and tell you some nasty things. We're just going to be matter of fact, okay, this is what I do. It's not the healthiest thing. I said it, I outed it, and I'm ready to shift it, and I'm going to show you how to shift it. So, number 1, do you inhale your food? Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Do not hit enter. Again, we're going to rate them all first. 1 being no, not at all. I never inhale my food. And 10 being yes, every day. Number 2. So again, number 1, do you inhale your food? Number 2, do you sneak your food? So do you wait for everyone to go to bed and you sneak into the kitchen and eat? I used to be a huge sneak eater, okay? I will definitely out myself. I lived with 3 roommates. I would always wake up late and eat, and I would always be nervous that somebody would wake up, someone would hear me. Yeah. So do you sneak your food? 1, no, not at all, and 10, yes, every day. 3, do you eat standing up? Do you eat standing up? Number 4, do you often skip meals? Do you often skip meals? Number 5, do you have a tendency to overindulge? I know, try not to hit enter. I know it's hard, guys. I knew that would be a tough one. Number 5, do you have a tendency to overindulge? 1, no, not at all. 10, yes, every day. Number 6, do you often eat in a chaotic environment? It's okay, Kathy. Do you often eat in a chaotic environment? Number 7, do you often eat distracted? Do you often eat distracted? Number 8, do you often eat the same things over and over? Number 9, last one. How often do you get stomach aches from foods? From eating. Once you're done, hit enter and post it. You're just going to need that for reference. So if you're on the phone, obviously you have a copy for yourself. Okay, so the food lover effect is really based on how you do one thing is how you do everything, which a lot of people hate that saying, and I can totally see that, and I can totally relate to it, and they hate it because it's so true. And so the food lover effect is based off of that in terms of how you eat is how you live. So your relationship with food and how you relate to it, I guess, for lack of a better word, is a direct mirror to other areas of your life. So, number 1, if this was a high rating for you, do you inhale your food? I want you to take an honest inventory, and you don't have to mention in the comments or anything like that. I just want you to honor yourself and be truthful to yourself. Do you respect yourself enough to give yourself time? I don't know why that extra what is in there, so just delete, just ignore that. So do you respect yourself enough to give yourself time? So do you have a hard time making time for yourself? Put it shortly and a little bit more simply. But it is a self-respect thing. Number 2, do you sneak your food? So the question here is, where else in your life could you be acting sneaky? Be honest. So I will be honest. There were certain things I was doing in my business when I was sneak eating, which was probably between 2009 to 2012, that were sneaky, were manipulative, they were not ethical. It wasn't in integrity. And integrity is doing the right thing when nobody is watching. Love that. So where in your life could you be acting sneaky? Be honest with yourself. Not a place for shame, not a place for Helga, just an honest, observation. Oh, I am kind of sneaky in that area. I am a little manipulative. You're not being in integrity. Number 3, do you eat standing up? And the question here is, do you tend to overcommit yourself? Interesting. Number 4, do you often skip meals? And the life question here is, how often do you skip out on yourself? Number 5, do you have a tendency to overindulge? And the life question, do you often do things in excess? All or nothing. Do you see how these really, it's kind of crazy, right? It's kind of scary how this kind of coincides. It's whoa. Number 6, do you often eat in a chaotic environment? And the life question, how much chaos are you attracting into your life? I know, that one was a little hard in my graduate course. The moms with multiple kids, rated really high on this one. And, you know, like, they were honest. They were like, I don't think I'm really attracting that much chaos, because I asked them, like, are you watching a lot of dramatic television? Are you watching the news? Are you watching, there's so much drama on TV. So much drama on TV that that absolutely has a subconscious effect, and you attract chaos into your life when you watch those things. Truth. And they honestly said, no, like, I don't think I do that. So it was more like, so then the question that I asked them is, how much chaos is living in your body, in terms of, like, how can you get yourself to relax a little bit more? Okay, number 7, do you often eat distracted? And the life question, do you often distract yourself so you don't have to feel? That's a really big one. Because, and this is something else that came up in the graduate course, is one of the women who is not in a relationship, she said that slowing down made her realize that she was feeling lonely. And so some of the reasons why we might be distracting ourselves is because when we live in the present moment, we have to actually feel our feelings. And that can be scary. But I'm telling you, do not be afraid of your feelings. Your feelings will not hurt you. And it's like that quote that Janine Roth says. She says, us emotional eaters think that being fat is less painful than feeling our feelings. Right? Isn't that crazy? We think that being fat and hating our bodies and feeling obsessive around food and blah, 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 like, we think that that's easier than feeling our feelings. And I'm telling you, your feelings will not hurt you. And my hope is that if you hang around me long enough, that you will not be afraid of your feelings. You won't be afraid of your sadness or your loneliness. And you'll know how to feel it and move through it. It doesn't last as long as you think, honestly. But if you stuff it down, you stay distracted, the loneliness builds and builds and builds and builds and builds, and it never goes away. Never. You can't stuff emotions down and, like, think they disappear, because they don't. Do you often eat the same thing over and over again? So the life question is, how often do you try new things? True. And number 9, how often do you get stomach aches from foods? So the life question is, do you feel like you are at war with your body? I had a ton of stomach aches, a ton, for a very long time. And I was absolutely at war with my body. And so something else that you can interchange this with is, are you in chronic pain? Are you in chronic pain all the time? And do you feel like you're at war with your body? And it has some, like, body image stuff there. June says, holy crap. Yeah, see, this is a very eye-opening process. So, do you want to know the solution for all? The solution for all is just really being a food lover. Really put the lover principles into action as much as you can, because you can synergistically work on the other things. And I know this sounds crazy, but like the sneak eating, that one's pretty, that one stands out for me because that was a big shame thing for me. But if I really got present with eating, even in the middle of the night, and I was really feeling like a food lover, it would start to shift that sneaky behavior, and it would start to shift the feelings involved. So when you start to really anchor in the food lover concept and the lover acronym, it starts to heal the other areas. It'll synergistically start to work on itself. Now, I have a worksheet for you that you can kind of address those specific things, which I think you'll really like. But I just want to say, that aside, even if you don't even look at that or take action on that, just try to be a food lover. It will help synergistically heal those other areas of your life that coincide with it. So here is your awakening activities. So in the Wildly Alive Weight Loss Immersion program, we call them awakening activities, not homework. So your awakening activities is to write your sticky note and take action. So the sticky note's up here. It's just the LOVER acronym, which hopefully you, that's been drilled into your mind, but really, get a sticky note and put it on your kitchen table, or put it into your lunchbox or things like that. Like, really want you to be a food lover. And again, just anchoring in one of those aspects will help. Do not have an all or nothing mentality with this. And when things are crazy, just look and breathe. Just look and breathe. I know that it's really hard to be a lover at every meal, but what I say is if you can try to be a lover at one meal, it will roll over into other meals. And at the bare minimum, just look and breathe. Just look and breathe. Because what happens is your relationship with food is one of like, inhale, crazy, like it's this chaotic energy when you're eating. So if you can start training your body to be in a relaxed state when you eat, and starting out is like looking and breathing, you're relaxing your body, it'll breed more relaxation when you eat. You'll start to kind of rewire your mind to think that eating means staying relaxed, right? Print out the Food Lover Effect action sheet and take action on your two highest rating. So I will post this in the comments, and then once this workshop is over, I will post it up in the description. So let me post it really quick, just in the comments, and I wonder if I can pin the post. That's something fancy that I still haven't quite figured out how to do. Food Lover action sheet. Okay, let me see if I can pin this post. Hold on. I can't pin it. Okay, oh wait, yeah, I can. Here we go, found it. Okay, so I pinned the Food Lover Effect action plan. It's a Google Doc. I pinned it to the top of this. So that pinned post should just stay there. And so what I want you to do is take action on that. So let's just hop on over there, and I will kind of show you what this is really quick, because I wasn't planning on really getting into this. So the Food Lover action plan is kind of being specific to what your highest behavior was. So, okay, so let's just keep with sneak eating, because I think it's a good one to focus on. So, sneak eating. Your action, food, is, so I broke it down into your food action, what you're supposed to do when you're around food, and what you're supposed to do like life-wise. So food is E. I really want you to focus on eliminating distractions internally and externally. It's something to focus on this week. So again, like with the Immersion program, we do these classes once a week, so that's why it's talking in like week format, but you can do it as long as you want, of course. Because sneak eating typically means you are all up in your head saying, I can't eat this is bad, if people find out they will judge me, etc. Get back into your body, get present, and recognize what you're really hiding from. Be honest with yourself. Okay, and the life action around the sneak eating is, where in your life are you not being honest? Either with yourself or with somebody else. Where is Helga sneaking around and doing things out of integrity? So not doing the right thing. And when you figure it out, or to help you figure it out, journal, I'm being sneaky because ... and get it out. Then write yourself a letter of forgiveness and plan to make things right. So this is a really cool action sheet. I was going back and forth on if I should offer it to you guys, but I wanted to give you the full effect of what a weekly class would be like with me. And you do get awakening activities most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time you have awakening activities like this, like a worksheet or something like that. And then the last awakening activity is to really flirt. Sorry, I need to shift. Really flirt, F-L-I-R-T, when your alarm goes off, when your flirt alarm goes off, okay? So I hope that you guys can see that a huge part of working with me is really stopping that automatic pattern, really encouraging change in your life. There's a lot of really great information out there, but as your coach, I'm going to make you take action, because that's where change happens. And so these little pop-ups, the sticky notes, the alarms, things like that, it'd be good for you to print off the Food Lover Effect action sheet and hang it up on your refrigerator, so then you remember about those assignments as well. Really popping yourself out of that every day so we can start healing those areas of your life and your lifestyle, so you can just naturally, automatically take care of yourself and nice byproduct of that is if you have some extra weight, you will lose it. You don't have to drill yourself into the ground. You don't need to focus on calories. You don't need to force yourself to do a smoothie cleanse. Like, we just got to work on some of the mindset stuff and clear some of that out, because then you will naturally want to take care of yourself. That's the beauty of it. It doesn't have to be really hard. Okay, so if you enjoyed this class, obviously, this is a sample class from my new Immersion program. So, brand new, whole new format, totally, again, like designed from my heart, not, profit margins or, I don't know what they say, leverage or whatever. Like, it was just, if I could run a course, this is how I would run it, like, aside from what anybody else says. So this is the format. It's a group coaching program. It's being released in October. We're not going to get into it now. But there's a ton more that goes with it. There's workouts. There's unlimited text message support. That's actually a new feature that's near and dear to my heart. So if you are knee-deep in self-sabotage and you're sitting in your kitchen, you're getting ready to eat the whole pan of cupcakes, you can text me. And, I do keep my phone on me for the most part, and together we can work through that right there in the moment, because that's where true change happens. And a Facebook group and all that. So, okay, so if you want to learn more about that new program, because this is the thing, this is a beta course, so it's a beta testing course, meaning like you're like my little guinea pig, you get 30% off of the program, which obviously won't happen again. So, we're going to do a workshop, another workshop similar to this, on exactly how to lose weight while the lifestyle. So this is my step-by-step method on how to lose weight by experiencing more adventure, laughter, and relaxation. So in the workshop, we'll talk about why you're struggling with weight loss and why this approach may be the solution, how I teach my clients to follow through on anything they set their mind to, so I'm big into mindset work, obviously. And I'm going to give you my exact methodology behind this new program and how I designed it. So you can either steal it from me and you could go off on your own and go solo if that's what you'd like to do. I'm totally cool with that. Or if you feel like you'd like to have me as your coach and you really like the sounds of this coaching program, you can sign up. Well, you actually can't sign up. It's by application, actually, which I'll get into. It's up by application only because there's very limited spots. But I'll talk about my 6 pillars of weight loss success and the 4 key factors on making a healthy lifestyle stick. So that's going to be at the next workshop. So join me in this new beta testing program and get 30% off. It is very limited seating because I want you to think of this as like all the perks of having me as your one-on-one coach, but the cost of a group program. So it's really budget friendly for all the one-on-one attention you're going to get from me. Or again, you can take what you learn on this workshop and you can totally fly solo. So here's what I'm asking you to do. I want to find out when the best date and time is going to be, the most popular for most of you. So up at the top of this video in the description, I said, please take this poll. So let me just look at something here, because I asked you guys to take this poll a while ago and literally 20 people, maybe. There's 1,500 of you in the group. Okay, here we go. We had some people, so 17. So it's looking like Wednesday, October 10th will be that workshop, but we'll see. So maybe I'm not gonna officially choose the date for another a few days. So choose which day will work for you best, or shucks, you'll have to catch the replay, and then I'll announce that and I'll do an event and everything. And then if you want to learn about the Wildly Alive weight loss methodologies and how I kind of create my programs, then come and either take it and run or, be able to sign up in this beta testing group and get 30% off and have me as your coach. And you and me are going to be on the phone a lot. It's going to be great. Really excited. Okay, so we have a winner. So as you guys know, and I don't even know, Gina, are you here? I was not surprised that Gina won because Gina has been so active in the group, which has been amazing. I don't think Gena's here. I think she's catching the replay. So as you guys know, with the challenge, I say post a picture of you completing this challenge and post it in the playground group, and I have like a specific post, and you'll be entered to win the self-care prize. So Gena is going to win some soy candles, and I don't know about you, but like I was saying, candles really get me present in the moment and present with eating. So Gena, email support at wildlyaliveweightloss.com and let us know the 2 flavors you want, and we will send you, I don't know like how many come in a set. I'm kind of confused. You might get 2, you might get 4, I'm not sure. So congratulations, Gena. Really, really excited. Okay, so that is it, my ladies. I hope, oh yeah, this is the last thing that I wanted to do really quickly. Is go and check out the limiting beliefs, the last few minutes here. So let's check out the limiting beliefs. Let's see what came up so we can kind of work through them together and really put Helga to the wayside when it comes. Oh no, Jenny said, I give up. I can't get any leaks to work. Oh, sorry, Gena. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, let's see. Sneak eating, distracted. So if you guys are still on the phone and you want to come on and just tell me about how this workshop experience was for you, like what do you think about the food lover effect? Did it resonate with you? What do you think about flirting and Mama Gena? I would love to just hear kind of some feedback or any questions that you have around those things if you're on the call, because I always love it when people raise their hand and talk. So star 2 to raise your hand. Star 2. Star 2. Star 2. Okay. Okay, let me just see. Amy, when can I sign up? Awesome. I will let you know. I will let you know when that workshop is, and then I'll give you all the details on how to sign up or apply, because it's an application process. Okay, so let me see some, oh, I know there was some limiting beliefs in here. It's only letting me see like 20 comments right now. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Because I cannot see all the comments. Okay, you guys on the phone are being too quiet, so you should just star 2 and raise your hand. Just say hi. Because you haven't been able to really engage because you've been on the phone and not. I could have swore there was some limiting beliefs coming up. I think Talia, you posted a limiting belief. But for some reason, I'm not seeing any of them. This is going to be a problem because this is something that I'm going to want to do live on our weekly classes. Maybe there's a way around it. It's so weird. So this is what I'm going to do. If you posted a limiting belief that came up during the class, I will respond to your comment. Yeah, you can't see me either, Susan? You can't scroll to the beginning. That is weird. I will reply and probably video style because I love that you can leave videos in the comments because obviously video is my style. I will probably leave you a little video response on how to start shifting that limiting belief. Okay? So that's what I will do for you. Too bad we can't do it live here on the call. Okay, nobody on the phone wants to say hello. That's okay. You're being shy. So, just as we wrap up here, the last few things is we will do the workshop on how to lose weight wildly a lifestyle, and I will let you know more about this beta testing immersion program group. That will come up. I will create an event. I will keep you guys in the loop. And then we will start next month, October. I have a really fun theme that I'm still dialing in for October, and it's my birthday month, so it's really near and dear. We're going to have a fun focus and theme for the month, and there's going to be a lot of engagement. Let's just say that. And a lot of like communication between you and I, because I want you to really feel what it feels like to have a coach. But it's going to be fun and it's going to be enjoyable, and I want you guys to really stay active and open the emails and watch the reminder videos. And then we'll have another call in 4 weeks at the end of October, similar to this one. So it'll be really, really good. All right, ladies. Well, it says load previous comments. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So, okay, guys, I am so proud of myself. I'm only 3 minutes over. Like, you have no idea how proud of myself I am. Okay, all right, ladies. Well, I love you all, and I will see you in this playground group. I will say that this playground group is starting to lose its momentum. I have something in store. Something fun in store that's going to start in October to get the momentum back in this group. Again, don't let the Facebook bots kind of overtake you, and make sure that you're liking and you're commenting under the posts so you see more positive playground posts. So, all right, ladies, I love you all. Bye. Hello there. It's Nichole Kellerman-Worth from wildlyaliveweightloss.com and Mr. Wyatt Worth. You say hi?
Hi.
Say hi. And that's Mia and George behind me. Like, this is my working life. Welcome to my home. So I wanted to stop in really quick and make sure that you've taken the Wildly Alive quiz if you haven't already. Because this quiz is going to really clear up why you're shooting yourself in the foot when it comes to weight loss. And we're also going to create a Wildly Alive weight loss plan like you've never heard before. So if you're one of those women that say, I know what I should be doing to lose weight, but I'm just not following through, this is the missing piece. Your mindset. That's what we're going to get into. We're going to really dig deep into what's going on in between those ears so your beliefs line up with what you want so you can start actually following through and in a way that feels really good and inspiring for you. So again, head on over to wildlyaliveweightloss.com, take the quiz, and together let's create your personalized weight loss plan. All right, see you there. Bye. Say bye, Wyatt. Say bye.